Hey everybody, Tony here with Nothing But Car Reviews, and today we're taking a look at a new 2022 Chevrolet Equinox Premier, so let's get right into it. So this beautiful color, I know you're wondering what that is. This is going to be the seagrass blue metallic. And it's just, oh, it looks so great in person. And then the interior as well, beautiful. Jet black maple sugar perforated leather. And our powertrain on this one consists of a 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Back in here, we have our LED tail lamps along with our LED headlights. Let's go ahead and pop the hatch here. And then plenty of space in here. And this one has the all-weather cargo mat here. And then we can also fold those seats flat by pulling up here. And we have all that additional room. So really impressive, just really easy to do. Let's walk around to the side here. And let me go ahead and pop this really quickly. There's our fuel filler there. And it's just a little wet because I just ran this through the car wash. It was a little dirty. But I love the door handles too, how they have the body color in the middle, and then around we have that chrome strip there. And then also as part of our passive keyless entry, that's chrome as well. It's a really good look. And take a look at these wheels here. Those are nice. And those are going to be 19-inch aluminum. So come around to the front here. Like I said, we have full LEDs. So here we have LED fog lights, LED headlamps, and then a nice thin strip for those LED daytime running lights. And you can see the front parking sensors as well. And I really love the chrome accents on the front throughout the grille as well. Let's go ahead and pop this hood. And there's that 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. And next, let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So as part of our Confidence Convenience 2 package, we get the power driver's seat, which comes standard 8-way with power lumbar support, but we also get those same functions on the front passenger as well. So both of them are extremely adjustable. And even with this sunroof here, I have about a 1/2 inch of headroom, which is fine because when the blind is open, I still have that headspace anyway. And just really, really comfortable seating position here. Plenty of leg room. Easy to reach the pedals, all of that, and the steering wheel feels fantastic. But let's go over here to the driver door panel here. We have our power door lock controls here, power mirror controls. We can lock the windows. Then we have our power window controls there. And then memory seat functions here. We have that power lift gate so we can toggle how far up we want it to go. And then we just press the button to open and close it. And then a little storage there, cup holder, and then of course, a 7-speaker Bose sound system as part of that Infotainment 2 package, which includes our wireless CarPlay, nav, and all that. But we'll get into that in a moment. So headlamp controls here, fog light control here. And let's get to this steering wheel here. So we have adaptive cruise as part of that Driver Convenience and Confidence 2 package. So we can toggle that here. We have our lane departure here. Heated steering wheel toggle here, and then our voice recognition button. We can hang up the phone there, and then we can scroll through our gauge cluster using these 4 arrows and this check here. And then behind the steering wheel on the right side, volume controls. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, track list and radio station favorite controls. Let's see if we can get in here real quick. This is how we toggle those automatic high beams. Just hit that button right there, and we can toggle on and off, and then of course blinkers, windshield wipers, all that. So next, let's go ahead and get a view from the passenger seat and check out the radio. So down here, we have our glove compartment, owner's manuals, all of that. And just take a look at this stitching here. It just feels so nice. It feels like the seat actually, a little softer. So I love how they did that, and it looks so great. So just premium. But let's take a look at this radio here. So we get AM, FM, and XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. And then we have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So let me show you that. click this here, and then we can pull up our nav, our Google Maps on here, our music, and then we have our menu here. So we can go through all of that, and then that's our home page. So I really love, this phone isn't hooked up to Wi-Fi or anything, so that's why the map isn't coming up, but when it's hooked up or running on cellular, you can have your music here, where you're going there. If you have meetings or whatever scheduled, it'll pull up there for your events, and then you can have the map there. So it just looks really clean. We have a Wi-Fi hotspot, and then we can put apps here. Have our OnStar, and then that Wi-Fi hotspot. But let's check out the nav on the actual radio as well. So that's the nav that you get from General Motors. They provide on this vehicle. So we can just type in an address, whatever. Zoom in and out. And there's our backup camera there. Let me turn on the guidelines. So as we turn the steering wheel, guidelines change. Of course, this being a Premier and loaded up, this has plenty of other views as well. So we have our curbside cameras, have the backup camera, we have the front camera. So just a lot of viewpoints from that camera. So down here, we can toggle our auto stop on and off hazards here. And then because of the chip shortage, these will have to be retrofitted later. You have the option for heated and cooled seats, 3-stage here. And then we have our dual zone automatic climate controls. We can adjust the temperature, and then we can take the sync off by doing that, adjusting the passenger, and then we can turn the auto on, and then we can adjust that by messing with the fan speed. And I like that you have a power button too, so you can just cut all of that off whenever you feel like it. Down here, we have an SD card reader for our nav, a USB-A, USB-C port, and then an aux input and a 12 volt. And then where this phone is, that's that wireless charging pad there. And we also have automatic park assist, and then our parking sensor toggle there. But for our shifter, hold the button behind, reverse, neutral, drive, low mode, and then we can manually shift on the side of the shifter here while we're in low mode. And we have an electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, press down to disengage. Little storage here, and then let's get this center console cubby. 2 more USB-A ports for charging, a removable tray, really good size. Let's go ahead and go up here. We have a universal home remote, so we can have 3 settings there. And then we also have a one-touch power panoramic sunroof with a sunshade as well. So you can hear all of that. Let's see if we can get that view there of it closing. Yeah. But next we're gonna go ahead and check out the back seat room. So from back here, really good room all the way around. I'm 6'3", I have the seat in front of me adjusted for someone of my size, and my knees are just barely touching the back of the seat. But I have plenty of leg room or foot space underneath this seat to put my feet underneath. So really impressive, and the seat upholstery feels really nice, and still have a little bit of headspace there, so pretty good. There's our center seat, cup holders there. And then we have 2 rear AC vents here. We don't have climate controls for back here, but it's still nice to have the vents, and I can move those as I see fit. And then another thing that's gonna wait for the chip shortage is these outboard seats have 3-stage heating for the seat bottom and seat back, or just the seat back. And then they also have 2 USB ports and a 120 volt 3-prong household plug-in. So with all that being said, next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and take this 2022 Equinox Premier out on the road for a quick test drive. So pretty impressive pickup for such a small engine, even with a turbo. With a mid-size SUV like this. And the turbo is actually pretty fun once it kicks in that sweet spot between 2,000 and 4,000 RPMs. Just really nice to have for that additional power when you need it, especially situations like this when you're needing to merge or accelerate or whatever. So I have the adaptive cruise on now. And we're getting around 30 miles per gallon, which is really, really good. And then this is the lane keep assist. So it does have that kind of pinging motion as opposed to just lane centering, but still pretty good at keeping you within the lines. But I still don't trust it completely because it waits until the last minute to ping you, especially from the left side for whatever reason. You have to put your foot down just a tad more than usual for the brake pedal, but it has a lot to give. So no complaints there, it's just different. But let's check out this sound system really quickly. Where I spend most of my money, bearing trust, bearing trust. Think I'm Monday, I'm just Sunday, bearing trust, bearing trust. There's a lifestyle I chose, bearing trust, bearing trust. This ain't short of million rolls, bearing trust, bearing trust. Only killers talk about bearing trust, bearing trust. Why I get all of this stuff, bearing trust, bearing trust. So I really like the 7-speaker Bose systems that you can find in the Malibus, the Equinox, because there's not a sub, but the speakers are still, they're traditional speakers, they're not paper speakers, so you still get really good bass that'll shake the doors all the way around, as opposed to just having a really hard-hitting bass sound from the trunk. And I really appreciate that because I'm able to get an encompassing sound without rattling my trunk. So just really impressive there. The bass is good. The highs are definitely good. And then the mids are just in your face. So really impressed there. And all in all, this Equinox is driven very well. It's very easy to maneuver. It's, you get used to it very quickly. I love all the technology, the blind spot monitoring, the adaptive cruise, the lane keep assist, and then having the heated steering wheel, and of course, having heated and cooled seats once the chip shortage is over is nice. And I just love the view from that panoramic sunroof. But most importantly, if you don't want to opt in for all these options, you cannot go wrong with this seagrass blue metallic. It is a beautiful color, absolutely stunning in person. And it really does stick out in a good way. And very comfortable this whole ride. The seats definitely help being this perforated leather. And the driving position, like I said earlier, is very nice. And I love how the hood is sloped down, so it's very easy to see in front of me. But as we bring it to the end of this test drive, finally I'm just going to go over my final thoughts on the vehicle and go over the sticker price. So let's just take a quick look at this key fob here. We have the lock, unlock, remote start, and then we can open and close that power lift gate by hitting that twice. Panic button there. But I want to thank Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Equinox Premier today. They have a pretty good selection of vehicles at the moment. They just got a lot of trucks in and a few SUVs. So I'll leave a link below in the description so you all can check them out. Now, finally, let's take a look at this window sticker. So we have a sticker price of $37,435. And then here we have all of the options that come along with the standard Premier. So that convenience and confidence 2, floor liner package, etc. And then we have the standard features over here. So with all that being said, my opinion on the Equinox Premier, I do think it is the best looking vehicle in the segment. If you're looking at the Honda CR-V or maybe a Toyota RAV4, Nissan Murano, Nissan Rogue, I would definitely take a look at this, especially in this beautiful seagrass blue metallic. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So those are my opinions on it, and I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, comment if you have any questions or any concerns. Subscribe if you like what you saw, and I'll catch you on the next video.